Guys, welcome to Coda In. In this video tutorial, I'd like to tell you about custom authentication in Laravel framework, and I'm using Laravel 8 in this video series. So first, let's register a particular user. Let me write here, Dave Smith. Let me type the email, dave123 at the rate of gmail.com. Phone number maybe 9434113329. Password 12345678. Anything I'm writing here, but it should be 8 characters. I have done here. You can custom it your password field also. So let me register that particular user. You can just see after registration I am able to log in to the dashboard. So let me log out. Now let me log in the same user. So mobile number is 9434113329, and mail is dave123 at the rate of gmail.com. So let me log in the user. So you can just see here, with the help of mobile number and the email ID, I am able to get access to this particular user's dashboard. Generally, in Laravel or any framework, you'll be able to access with your username and password, but that everybody can do it, right? But in this video tutorial, I'll just show you how can we use different fields in Laravel to customize your authentication. So let's get started. So guys, I've installed my XAMPP in F drive. If you have installed in C drive, D drive, you can just relocate to that particular directory. And in CMD, in order to install Laravel, you have to use Composer. So Composer, create project Laravel slash Laravel, give the project name. I'll be using here Laravel auth, and it will be my preferred destination. So let me hit enter. You can just see the particular prerequisites, the folders that should be within Laravel projects are being installed. So guys, it will take some time. Most probably it will be depending on your internet speed. The first Okay guys, the installation has been over. Now let's change to the Laravel auth folder and just write here PHP artisan serve. Okay, let me copy the URL. Let me go here. Okay, Laravel 8 has been successfully installed. The next thing is that we have to implement the authentication in this project. So after implementing the authentication, you will be able to see here login and register hyperlinks. So let's go. Let's go and just use this command, composer require Laravel UI. Just paste this and run it. It simply means that it will generate the user interface, the front end part of that registration form. Okay, it is done. Now let us first refresh this thing. Okay, I have not used PHP artisan serve, and another thing is that we have to implement this auth, artisan UI view auth. Okay, now just mark this thing, just copy this and paste here. Npm install and npm run dev. So it generates every bits and pieces of the login and registration forms, and you will be able to get a new user interface. And by the way guys, you need to install Node.js in your PC before running this command, npm install and npm run dev. If you want, you can view my Node.js tutorial which I have already created in my channel. And there I have shown you how can we install npm and Node.js, and also I've done a project using Node.js. Let me go to F drive and go to htdocs, not htdocs actually, XAMPP and htdocs for Laravel auth, and just write this command, artisan serve. Okay, now let me mark this thing. Now let me run this URL. Okay, now guys, you are able to see this login and the registration form. You can just see the UI has not been installed, so the process is still going on. After this, the UI will be. So guys, as soon as all this process show you, that I'll show you the main custom authentication part. So guys, thanks. So as soon as you have installed all the command line utilities with the help of Composer, you will be able to see the user interface. It will be something like this. This is the login interface, which consists of email address and password, and this is the registration address, which consists of these fields. Okay, uh, first let us migrate to show you how Laravel actually performs in a normal way. So PHP artisan migrate, this is the command to execute. As soon as you type this command, all the tables will be migrated. And let me go to the database. Our database name is auth Laravel, and as soon as I refresh the table, it shows me 4 tables: failed jobs, migration, password, and users. In the users table, you can see there are no new user registered. So first of all, let us create a user. Dev Smith, email address dev@gmail.com, password 8 characters, Okay, let me register this thing. You can just see it is showing me a message. You are logged in. This is the dashboard interface for the user Dev Smith. Now, as soon as I refresh the table, it shows me that particular user has been registered. Okay, now let me log out. Show me the login field. I'm using Dev and password is 12345678. Let me log in. So far, so good. The users has been registered and we can easily log in. But what if I don't want this password to be a login credentials? I just want the email address and a mobile number. And in this table, you can just say the mobile field is not there. So let me roll back the entire table. You can just say the entire table has been rolled back, and when I'll go to my database, there is only table migrations. Okay, before that you have to go to .env file and you need to set your database username and password in .env file. Okay, now let us first go to database migration. So okay, this is the table. It shows that it is a user table and we want to add another column known as string of mobile. Okay, this is the thing. Now let me go to the okay, now let me see partition migrate. We're migrating that table. It is successfully done. Let me refresh this table. Now when we'll go to the users field, we'll be able to see mobile. Alright, now first let me go to the registration form. You can just say this is the registration form, but the mobile has not been highlighted. So we have to go to the controller, there's the auth and login control, sorry, the registration controller. Okay, now let me add a field of mobile. Mobile, let me go to the model and just using the same thing but a different field has been highlighted. Mobile, it is a fillable property. Now let me move to the resources view and auth folder. In register blade, we have already all the things, but below this email I want that mobile to be highlighted. So let me copy this and change its credentials. So it will be mobile. So where there is email, I am changing it to be as mobile. Mobile is there. We'll just remove this autocomplete. Okay, input ID, it will be mobile. If there is any error, it will show this. Now let me refresh the page. You can just say name, email, mobile, password and confirm password. So let's try to create the same thing, but this time we'll be using the mobile number. Let me register the user. Okay, there's some problem with the field. Okay, it should be text. Let me refresh this thing. Okay, now password. Let me register thing. You can just see when I've registered the thing with mobile, it is taking me to the home controller. So I am logging out, and as soon as give the same part, it will still log in. But this tutorial is not about what is already there in Laravel. I'm just trying to make a custom authentication. So let's see how can this be done. My first importance will be to create an email address and a mobile field. So let me first go to controllers auth login controller. Alright, now let me list out some function. Set public function username, and what I am to return here equals to return email. As soon as the code proceeds, I'll explain you all the thing that why I am using username in login controller. And another thing is public function email. I am just returning to the mobile. Okay, now oh no, let me give it as public function mobile. Okay, now these are some steps which we need to follow. So the first step is that we need to go to Eloquent user model. We have to change this function validate credentials. So let's go here. We need to go to the vendor, then come here to Laravel, then find here some framework source, Let me go to auth, and here you can see Elecont user provider. Just search for that thing, validate credentials. Okay, we have already faced this. Now in validate credentials, it is telling me that I'll be getting an array of credentials, and the credentials which we are validating, it will be the password. So okay guys, so as soon as we get our credentials, we have to check for the email. This is the first condition. You can do it in your controller, but in order to explain you better, I'm just using this thing, and instead of returning this password, I'm just using return of $of plain. So far so good. Okay, now the next thing is that we have to go to auth model, which is under laravel.ui. It will be checking the validate login. So let me minimize this thing. Let me go to here, then let me go here, authenticate users, which is another auth backend, and there is a function known as validate login. So this is the thing, validate login. Now guys, just remember, in login controller we are using username to be as email and mobile. So let me come here and just copy this thing and commit things. So this dot username is required, and instead of password I'm just giving this dot mobile. Now you're getting it, why I've just given that thing. Inside login controller I've used username and mobile. Okay, so username will be your username, indirectly your email address, and this will be the mobile. Now then we need to go to credentials, right? Just type here credentials, right? Okay, it have already come. It is showing me this username and this email, but in here just comment this thing. I mean, you instead of email I'm using this username and this mobile. Okay, username is our email and this is our mail. Now that's fine, that's correct. Now let us first go to login blade. Let me go to the resources. Let me expand this thing. Now inside views auth there is a login blade folder, right? Now one thing is your username, that is email, another thing is your mobile, nothing is your mobile. So I've already copied this thing. Let me comment this thing. Now instead of password I'm using mobile field, and I'm using the name to be as mobile. It will be type of text, change the thing mobile. If there is any error, it will be showing me mobile. Name should be matching with the database column. I don't want this thing. If there is any error, it will show me. So let me refresh the login page. As you can see guys, it has been showing me email address and mobile. As soon as I refresh the data details table, let us check whether our mail ID and our mobile. Let us check our email ID and our mobile is working or not. So 94341332. So let's see whether it's working or not. You can just see guys, as soon as I hit email ID along with the mobile number, it's still working the same. So guys, we have just bypassed the original authentication system and we have invoked the default we have invoked the customized form of Laravel. So if you guys have loved my tutorial and like my tutorial, please mention in the comment box and please subscribe back to my channel. And if there anything you want to know about Laravel framework, please mention in the comment section. Thank you.